All right, so I have good news. The lost tapes were found. I thought I had more, but I had a good bit. I had a good bit. I think I just had like three or four videos. I thought I had more, but I had other files that weren't related to this channel that I really wanted to get back. So it was worth it. I just thought I had more videos in, but I guess not. And as you can see on the screen, we're talking about fat chicks. Um, in the article, in a 2019 article by LA Times, they predicted. Uh, Actually, this was a kind of. There were experts that predicted that by 2030, more than half, or damn near all adults in America will be obese. So, and this is really getting shocking, even for me, for my generation, to where I grew up with the teen mom sensation, and seeing young girls 14 and 16, getting knocked up, and seeing them in their, and I noticed this when they reached their early 20s, they were already getting big. Like they were already like hitting 180, and like it was really crazy, and I was really shocked when I saw how a lot of young girls that I went to school with were looking like they were in their 40s, especially with their weight. And even with women in their 40s and 50s, 30, I'll say from 30s to 50, it's really terrible in the black community, to where, we have all these overweight women with no ambition to lose weight. There's none. And what ends up happening is that you have all these, black men who are sex craved, and they just want to have sex. They will just be happy to have sex with someone, and then they've. And the thing is that a lot of overweight women, I think they realize this, but you guys are like the butt of, like the butt of the joke in the dating community, to where like even studs are targeting overweight women, as we saw in a couple months ago of a stud, a former plus size stud lesbian. She lost a whole lot of weight, and she's created a cult of seducing overweight black women to do crazy things for her and send her money and all that shit. So I really wish that black women would kind of get a clue that there's only a certain demographic of people that are egging you on to look like this, and they're not the dudes or females that have your best interests at heart. But I always wanted to know what kept y'all so confident, because that's y'all's favorite word: confident, 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 confident. So I really wanted to see what makes a big girl so confident.
That you and I need to be here on, or things that I feel as though that we may not be here on, and I just want to share my opinions and my views on said subjects. So today the first subject is going to be about confidence and the questions that I always seem to get about confidence. For instance, I get the question, how are you so confident? I've also got the question of, how did you get a guy like your husband? Did he date you when you were plus size? Did you get him before you gained weight? How is it that someone like you can be so confident and get a man and keep one? Yeah, these questions are not exactly good. First off, let's just say that confidence is something that.
All right. Okay, plus size women. These plus size women really need to get a clue. A lot of their so-called dating success is charity. And I've coined a term called charity pussy, to where guys just kind of feel sorry, and they just kind of see the bigger person in you, not literally. they see the inner you, to where, okay, you have despite the broken shell of a failed woman in its exterior, there's a softer, gentler woman who I can probably bond with, and she's accepting because I have to accept her weight. So it's charity, okay? It's charity, because if the majority of women are asking you how you did it, it's charity. You're a charity case. Come on, sis.
Within. It is not something that has anything to do with the size that you are or anything like that. And one thing that I've really noticed is that whether you're a plus size girl, curvy girl, fat, however you want to identify as, that is when you get that question. I haven't always been a curvy or plus size woman. I used to be the quote unquote fit girl, the one that everyone wanted to, that size that you want to attain to.
And that's what always kind of happens, because I know a girl just like that, to where she was skinny. She wasn't tall, but she was very skinny. And then within like 4 years, man, like it was like every year she grew 50 more pounds, and it was ridiculous. And I think she ended up getting engaged. And then I kind of wanted to follow up and see on her Facebook, like, what if she ever got married, because I was like, I know there was a nigga on her page that I knew from high school, and I wonder if they tied the knot. And I guess she's single. She deleted all the pictures. They're not on her Facebook anymore. So I don't know, man, but that shit does be breaking your heart when you see women like that, to where it's like, damn, you were so perfect. Like, you had it. You had the perfect. You had it perfect, and then your food depression hits you.
I never was asked that question about how I'm so confident. It just was given.
This confidence thing is just insecurities. As long as there's a guy that can put up with it, and you can even kind of tell in her eyes that it's a front. It's just, I'm trying to figure it out too. It's, I can't believe it, but it happened, girl. I mean, they don't believe their own shit.
I guess you would, see someone that is of a smaller stature, smaller size, and if they eluded that confidence, you never asked them that question. You just assumed that they had that confidence. However, in reality, for my story, I wasn't confident. I was so insecure with my body. I was so insecure with my body that I did unhealthy things to continue to stay that size, whether it be skipping meals, whether it be throwing up after meals, whether it be hiding food or lying and saying that I did eat when I didn't. I was so afraid of being a fat person that I really did not take care of myself. And that really wasn't the right way to go about it at all. So to me, when I hear someone look at me as a plus size woman, a fat woman, however you want to say it, and you have enough nerve to ask me, how can I be confident? Essentially what you're telling me, or you're asking me, is, what do you have to be confident about? You're fat. Like, why are you so happy with the size that you are? It just seems like you're shocked to see that someone is actually happy with the way that they are.
No, because not even you believe it. I see the hesitance. I see you're forcing it to a point to where it's not even believable. And it's not to say that this woman can never be happy or whatever. I'm just saying it's a ruse, okay? Um, it's a ruse because we know that you guys aren't happy. You don't just come from being a size 2 and then you're at 18 and then just be like, well, that's just life. Like no, that's just, come on. We need to figure it out on how that happened, especially in with these black females. These, like I said, they're gaining like 50 pounds a year. What is going on? And I think, like I said, I think there's a lot of depression. There's a lot of comfort eating that a lot of black women are addicted to. Alcoholism. I'm not sure if there's any drugs that contribute to weight gain. I know they usually cause the opposite, but black women's addiction to food is ridiculous. And I've said this before. I'm not gonna bring it up. I ain't gonna bring it up.
Whether they're plus size or not. It's not your personal mission to make people feel comfortable with you. People are usually uncomfortable with things if they...
Yeah, but isn't it like the U.S. General Surgeon? Isn't it his responsibility to make sure that Americans are fit and healthy? You know, the fact that you have to talk to a woman as probably more simpler than a child is embarrassing, to where they don't see anything wrong. And it's like, you know, majority of Americans are overweight. They're not healthy. They're dying quicker. I mean, a lot of plus size people were getting their ass with COVID. You lose sense of mobility. You know, I mean, don't you want to be fit? I mean, we're not asking you to look like pro wrestlers or anything. We're just asking, like, hey, don't you want to be fit? Don't you want to, you know, be able to do things? You know, I mean, I don't know, like do backflips or some shit. I don't know. It's like, it's really crazy that I've seen black women just not inspire to be fit. I mean, as a guy, you know, especially for boys, we inspire to be fit. We inspire to be like The Rock and you know, to be built and to look like our favorite athletes like LeBron James and Kobe. You know, we aspire to have that physique to where, you know, for the most part, a lot of black men are not hesitant into getting in shape. They don't have an issue with that. You know, but with black women, it's more so of a coddling to where it's like, nah, I'm good. And they rely so much on these charity case relationships, and we can still see the cracks because everybody it's basically everybody addressing the elephant in the room now, and it's like, it's here, let's talk about it, and then you don't want to talk about it, and it's like, this helps you more than it helps me, but you know.
Insecure about. So again, that's not your problem. If someone is insecure about themselves and they're trying to project their insecurity,
there we go. It's us insecure people. We're so insecure and they're happy. It's like, again, every time I pause it, you can kind of see the crack in the glass, to where, you know, she doesn't believe it. And I think deep down inside, as she's making this video, I think she's crying inside. You know, that's my belief, you know, but nobody believes this shit, you know. The fact that you want to make America look healthy, the fact that we have poor nations making fun of us and seeing us as fat slobs is embarrassing. And then we're comparing physiques to people who probably eat food out of a trash can. or off the ground. And you know, we should, with all the technology, health advances, we should be doing fucking backflips, 100 times in a row or something. But you know, at least when it comes down to women, like you guys should be banging hot. You guys should be at least in shape to where it's like the only ugly argument is like, hey, it's just your face. We shouldn't even have to be debating this hard on whether or not to get a pretty face or a slim body. Like, we shouldn't have to be mentioning that to put up with this shit.
On you, don't give them the time of day. You can be confident whether you're a size 2 to a size 24, whether you're a size 3 to a size 34. It doesn't matter. That confidence comes from within. It has nothing to do with your size. When you're comfortable with yourself, then you don't have that time or energy to be bothered with what other people have to say. And the sad thing about it is that a lot of times when people are not comfortable with themselves, it's because they haven't figured out what their worth is. Confidence is all about being secure with yourself. It's not until you figure out what your self-worth is and you realize that you are a unique human being and you have something to offer that other people do not, that you realize that you have something to be confident about and that no one else can be like you. So it's really important for you to figure out what your self-worth is in order for you to be confident. That, again, doesn't matter what size you are. I'm going to keep on reiterating that because it seems like people really don't hear it.
The issue is this, you know, y'all females are addicted to confidence, but this confidence never applies to educated lames, you know. It never you know, it only benefits or fits their circumstances. You know, when it comes to other men, still out? Wait, hold on for a second. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, it only applies to them. They're the only ones who can see confidence or understand confidence or measure confidence. Nobody else can. But yet again, you guys are the most delusional in calling into not just the Kevin Samuel show, but other, you know, black dating internet gurus or whatever, and you're asking them like, hey, what is something that I can work on to get a man that I can get with, that I like. I've listened to you for 2 years and I'm willing to settle. What the fuck you mean you're willing to settle? Okay, yeah. You know, you 334 pounds. What the fuck you mean you settling?
Understand that your size does not equate to how confident you can be. The society that we live in really puts emphasis and aims to get that perfect beauty. And usually what that perfect beauty is, you know, your straight hair, your size 2 to...
And see, this is the bullshit that black women utilize every fucking time when they can't win a beauty contest. Oh, well, I can't win it, or I can't accomplish this ridiculous beauty standard because it's so white, it's so Eurocentric, it's so cookie cut, it's that old bullshit. It's like, stop at the whole hair shit, okay? The fact that black men literally begged, and even put it in movies to where you have Coming into America, to where you have a fictitious black pageant, to where it's about black women in natural hair, and my God, but you can't get your head out of your own ass. You can't get your head out of your own ass to realize that it's about the weight. It's about the weight, not the skin tone, not the race, not the hair. It's about the weight. God, and you guys will constantly try to mix match and try to force shit in and try to prove a point that isn't even there. It's about the weight.
or you have, fair skin, and obviously I don't look like that. That is not my body type. That is not who I am. I am uniquely beautiful. I have something to
It's this boring shit. I'm uniquely beautiful. You notice how it only applies to them. I can't walk around as a non-select guy, even though I'm in decent shape. I don't have a belly, but I need to slim down like at least 20 pounds. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. But hey, I can run. I can do exercise. I go to the gym. I do the work. I haven't really gone to the gym like that. But hey, I can talk. I'm a skinny, small dude. Compared to everybody else, I'm I'm really still the small guy. I think I'm just weighing in on like probably like 160 or something, but I'm not like dying over freaking waist 36 in men's. That's ridiculous. I'm not on that. I'm like there's a realistic realism of like, hey, it's hard to lose it, but then again, it gets to a point to where it's like you're not even trying, and that's where it kind of gets really frustrating to where I'd rather deal with somebody who's trying and is having a hard time losing it than someone who's just like, fuck it, I'm this unique snowflake that is so special that I'm so beyond approach, to the point to where I can counter every argument you make. It's Eurocentric, it's fat shaming, it's downing black women. And it's like, okay, black men might as well just go date other races of women. And then they'll start figuring it out. But how come you're with Maria? I mean, I know that she's cute and she's hot and she's a size 3, but I'm like, what's wrong with black women? They get on these little talk shows and they start crying. What's wrong with black women? What's wrong with us?
Contribute to society. I am a beautiful person on the inside, and that comes on the outside. It's just some.
Again, this is like talking to a child. I mean, this is really sad. This is really sad. Confidence should be the thing to where you can self-reflect, self-criticize, on a realistic standard. Confidence, accepting faults, accepting reality, and not living in a bubble to where you're the most perfect person in the world. This is fucking ridiculous. But hey, if black women want to do this forever, go right on ahead. 2030 is going to be a mad fucking year to where you're going to be seeing bitches as 300 pounds by the age of 15. Hey, fine, whatever. You guys want to coddle yourselves to death. Y'all want to go ahead, have a fat girl's beauty pageant. Do all that shit.
That, like I said, it took me a while to figure out what my self-worth is and to really fall in love with me. And I hope that you figure out what makes you happy and what makes you confident. It doesn't have to be a physical trait at all. It can be something that is deep within you that no one else has. We are all unique and we all have different.
I'm done with it. I can do no more, no mas. I can't do it. I can't do it. We shouldn't even have to talk to people this sad, this basic, this myopic, to where again it's like talking to a child. I can't do it. I'm done.